Alert coming out from the Omen on GMD, so that will be scouted out immediately by the Yoru from Shanks, but the backhaul L-turn push coming out from Gen.G is successful, finds one into EU, and now it's a 4-all game. Spike planted.
Kusta had a chance to get something there. He got one. Daps trades it back out, drops things down to a 3v3. The spike has been down. Daps tapping it early on, understanding that he has a little bit of crossfire. Win gets tagged up so bad. He gets pushed in by the Yoru in the hands of Shanks. He's going to get cleaned up, dropping things down to a 1v1. Shanks already managed to get it to half. It's there. He sneaks the defuse right out of under their noses. NRG take the pistol.
And so will the spike. So Gen.G, after showing presence today, back towards B and back towards A again. They're poised for an A hit now. The Omen smoke, dark cover does come out. Pipes in heaven, as you mentioned, but Sam rocks steady at short, finds two. Kusa trades him out. Now it's a 2-on-4. Gen.G needs to put the spike down, Doug.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have I don't know that they got it down in time. Yeah, they didn't. The clock ran out. It was just like a nanosecond away.
We haven't seen any cool Yoru plays yet, but he is leading the charge with his frags, and this one just there. But there's 2 kills on a Michael and Win. I know this is just an eco, but you'll have to see NRG already fighting confidently at these angles, Doug. And certainly you don't want to get too greedy on them, but if all 5 of your players are starting at the defender's side, you're leading, up 4-0 early on in a game, that bodes well for the rest of this half.
He was 1 point away, got the ult, but the problem is right now Gen.G's in a brutal pinch. Shanks on the flank with the dimensional drift was able to get behind them and get the opener. Sam gets in on the action as well as Gen.G are trapped with no room to grow. There's the showstopper that's coming out of the hands of Sam. He's going to be able to clean one up as well. Gen.G's just down. Takusta, the spike is down. He's going to drop as well. Shanks continues to light up the kill feed and to light up the scoreboard for NRG as they're going to take a 5-0 lead.
He may be a new untested agent in a lot of ways, but he's also, a lot of these teams don't have experience playing up against a Yoru that knows what he's doing in a team comp. So This could continue to be, Doug, an incredibly deadly and efficient tool for NRG.
Well, and you see how he set up his decoy footsteps through the telly into towards Hookah for the last couple of rounds, and that's forcing Gen.G to play B long, as they have a number of times. They do have that teleporter to bail out. They have no information of what's happening in shower, so if you do that, you're running in there a bit blind. But it looks like they're committing onto the B site yet again. Shanks once again with the opening pick. EU able to force them back, but as quickly as the round starts, it comes to a screeching halt because Gen.G's just down to the Rays once again. It's Sean who's got
over at B for information. We see, a Killjoy and a Sova basically playing retake almost on the bomb site. But the A hit's coming out, and Gen.G finally lands the entries. There's 3. 2 for Win, 1 for Michael, and everything that I just said. There it is. 2-on-5 situation, Doug.
This might be what Gen.G needs to get back into the sync. Wuman in a great spot to grab 2, but Infinite turns on him, gives him the business, and sends him home packing. Gen.G still with the numbers advantage. However, NRG does have that lockdown to clear space onto the A site should Infinite choose to do that. But of course, as I say that, Sean cleans him up, drops things down to just EU. He's been tagged up, 70 health, severely outnumbered. He's going to drop as well. It's all a ruse. Nobody's actually running their way towards them. They still have a decent setup here. Win getting a big pick early on. There's that showstopper from Sean. Isn't able to blast pack the first time, but he manages to get where he wants to go the second time around. The neural theft is going to be used as well to expose where everyone is as Mikhail begins to get the plant down. This one's going to be spicy, folks. A 5v4 as the vast majority of members for both teams are still alive and they're still available to make something happen. Keep an eye on the pinch. You see members of Gen.G have already started to work their way away from the site down towards A short. And they try to fight things off because they know, there it is. The lockdown comes out to create space. They have to respect that. Daps able to get one onto Win as Wuman and Sean light things up. Sean goes in for more, but Infinite trades him out. A 3v2 in favor of Gen.G. Now the lockdown goes down. That's going to be the cue to go as Sam begins to stick the defuse. Wuman gets the first one, not able to get it.
And Sam, I believe, both pushing out of Hookah. This play is about to get blown up. Michael falls, and suddenly Gen.G's in a world of pain.
Yeah, but look at how aggressively they've taken elbow control. They've worked their way all the way up, so they know there's not going to be any pressure coming in from that side. They are relatively safe from that regard, but you've got to keep an eye on Shanks and the rest of NRG as they try to mosey their way in through Hookah. Guimon's going to get tagged up early on. There's that dimensional drift. Shanks is getting all sorts of information on where the players are. Nice crossfire from EU there. That was absolutely huge as Gen.G falls apart as the round should go in favor of NRG yet again.
Oh no, I really thought we were about to early, and you know Gen.G is not faking, they're not taking CPs, not doing anything. Shanks is already here.
Oh,
and
the paranoia there. The paranoia there was huge. It hit 5, and then EU and Sam get in on it as well. But Gen.G shoved right into the belly of the beast, and they work their way onto the site. It's just left up to EU in a 1v3. The spike's going to go down as well. Look, this is difficult, but it's not impossible. If you can isolate these gunfights, there's no Hunter's Fury to possibly cause problems. This is certainly a winnable situation. That's certainly going to help. He's not able to get it. However, make his advantage. They're going to work their way in through A. They already have U-Haul control. They don't have any vision. They don't have any knowledge of what's happening over in Showers. So keep a close eye on the two members of NRG just around the corner. Infinite's able to get one. Hits him with a little sidestep to see if he gets any info. And they continue to work their way onto the site. Gen.G continuing to take space away. Sean has to come up big here. EU, however, gets that duel. Drops things down to a 3v3 as Infinite continues to push in. He was on the flank the entire time. He catches both of them. He gets a 3K, and they're going to get the defuse. NRG looks so good on this half.
Wow. I can recall myself saying at the beginning that are in Showers, but, you know, ultimately, actually, as I say that, NRG thinks they have the read, but here it is, Stabs! Oh man, on Omen Crime outside Showers, finds the lurk, and the jig is up. And Michael immediately pops Hunter's Fury to clear Showers because this is suddenly a big liability, but win with a Blade Storm, finding one on Assam. 4-on-4 now, he's even things up.
I love how Gen.G played this. Lex, they cut noise. That was all they did. They cut noise and NRG went over to B, and that's when they strike. That's how they got in this position where they're just on the cusp of getting us to an 8-4 half. It's just one left on the side of NRG. Dabs managed to get time. NRG looked good, but Gen.G refused to go away. Folks, we're going to cut time to grab a quick refresher, take a little bit of water, and get back into the action, and that's exactly where we start. Gen.G works their way right up A short. I love that aggression early on. They're able to get 3. Guimon gets the 4th. Dab's the last one standing, but the damage has been done. Gen.G show that aggression early on, and they put NRG in shambles, Lex.
Doug, what is your favorite pistol, and why is it the Frenzy? A testament to that, where, you know, it can get messy, it can get almost frustrating to watch because there's so much going on, but Shanks, right, immediately finding one with his Frenzy on the Kusta U-Haul.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, like clockwork. Nice use the utility from Sean there.
So the rifles, as Riot slowly starts to unify the game mechanics and move towards, you know, being contested at all. Left. So wisely waiting for the rotations to come in as Gen.G, and this will be a 3-on-2 retake, Doug.
Yeah, they're trying to clear up, work their way through elbow. EU, the tip of the spear, he's going to spot one, but he's going to get caught. He's going to get smacked in the face, and he's going to get taken out. Gen.G on the bonus, able to deal with the firepower that NG brought to the gun, to the round, and are going to take another one. That's going to breach the gap down to 1.
B aggression coming out from NRG.
Yeah, they work their way all the way really into hookah at this point. See a couple of flashes to create some space, and Gen.G kind of have to respect it a bit. But Sean anchoring things down, able to get one already. They also still have Octagon control, so if the push comes up long, as their posture, they should be able to handle it just fine. Mikhail's able to get 2. As members of Gen.G are still anchored onto the site, NRG's just down to a couple of members left. Now, they could have tellied out, but they drop before he even gets a chance. Mikhail with a 3-piece on the round. It's just down to EU. Flawless. You have control, but Mikhail with the Hunter's Fury trying to get some. He is able to tag up one as Infinite drops. Numbers advantage in favor of Gen.G.
Shadow step away instead. Trading frags out in front of Showers. Win is just continuing to be this major nuisance in the A push, right? Like, wow. Even with Daps in heaven, there's just no way to get the spike down decisively without EU shutting him down with a headshot, Doug.
Yeah, you
That's curse again, man.
You're like 0 for 3 there. Gen.G with the numbers advantage, and it continues to pile on. Sean uses a showstopper to get another one. Sam trades one out. but Mikael puts all doubt away.
Push him back and make a play on him, right? But Win, rock steady as ever, just stayed alive for as long as he could. Found a kill and certainly was a thorn in the side of an attacking NRG. And right away, coming up short as Somebody falls to Kusta, Doug.
He doesn't even get a chance to fire it off. They had everything they wanted, but they dropped. They managed to get onto the site anyway, and now it's on Gen.G to rip it right back. Guiman able to get 2, looking for more as they fight to take U-Haul control back. Gen.G has the numbers advantage here. EU has a chance, but all he has is a Spectre Lex that's so devastating.
Not a whole lot to be done here. Daps doing what he can to maybe kind of frag or two, but shut down by Sean. And I gotta ask you, Doug, regardless of whether or not we're being critical of it, I just was like, I don't know what I'd think in that situation as a player, but here we are. Sam onto Sean, Raze on Raze, 4v4 now.
Oh, so the spike is down, but they had control of A. It got traded back out. As Guiman gets one, I honestly miss who got the other kill. But they had hookah control. They had A site control. They didn't commit to either because the spike was back in spawn, and now they're going to have to redo it again.
And NRG is getting really stumped. I mean, there's no other way to put this. They are getting outmaneuvered, I think, on their attacking side here. And even when they're finding some success either over at showers or it's almost like they're moving too quickly, you know, even with whatever fakes they're throwing and whatever they're reacting to, they just aren't all on the same page right now. And despite the heroics of EU and now Sam at U-Haul, this is a 1-on-3.
Love the use of the dart there to work around the Omen smoke to get the information that he needed. Sam had a chance to do something special there, but Kusta, the man you called out at the beginning of the series, gets a hat trick to put the round away for Gen.G.
Comes out.
Yeah, but it's a B hit. It's a B hit the entire way. They send the Yoru ult, the decoys, the drone all the way at A short. But look at where the spike is. They're going to get kills on A, but I love how disciplined Sean is being here. They're just waiting it out. They know where it is. They also have, guarding control. I got caught up there as things were kind of unraveling. So they stayed disciplined. They were able to read them like a book. There's that lockdown, but you wonder, Gen.G still has the numbers advantage here. They're sitting pretty.
Yeah, and the ace in the hole is certainly Sova in hookah, rocking the Hunter's Fury in the 3-on-4. You're at a disadvantage, Doug, but you know they still have a really good chance of taking this round. And Gen.G solid on their retakes up till now. Sean actually gets detained over there at elbow. Oof.
Things you hate to see. Kusta gets one. Daps trades it out. Okay.
Okay, Daps drone right now. Win cleans that up and will immediately know, okay, there are multiple players aggressing up along B. The rotation's already here, Doug.
There they are.
Again, keep in mind, they do have the Hunter's Fury, but they've worked their way onto the site. Sean has a chance for something here on elbow. Once again, when you wait this long, if things go sideways, they're done. Mikhail's going to use that Hunter's Fury to try to tag up, get some information. Not able to get any kills, but did deal some damage. EU still trying to stick the plant. It's still a 5v5, folks. This thing's going to be bloody. Sean holding this angle down, and I love how NRG played this to get the spike down. You already see a couple of members back off because they have the 100 feet of their own. Well, they had it. EU drops. NRG's able to get one. It gets traded back out. NRG's just down to 3. Sam trying to fire through the smoke, trying to keep back the defenses of Gen.G as they try to get this site down. Keep a close eye on NRG's members right now. They have what belong control. They have hookah control as well, but they've got to bust here. Gen.G picking them apart. It's just gonna drop things to 1v1. Dabs through the smokes, gets a 3K.
Very often since they showed the jet over there early. Win has the long B info, but it doesn't matter. NRG is pressing this A attack, Doug.
Sam's gonna go in with the showstopper. Blast Punch up doesn't spot anyone, but he is able to get one. But Kusta has 4. Lex, as he picks NRG apart. It's just down to Dabs now. Dabs had
better players in NA given time. So for him to step up in that round, like you said, could be the game-deciding round of this match. You know, he delivers. Showstopper immediately down short. Sean finds one on Infinite. And now NRG's chances of winning this game are just getting decimated, Doug.
Yeah, they went from slim to almost none here very quickly. Couple of early picks. Couple of early ultimate usage, and that gets them exactly what they want. A narrow miss there from Win, but again, Gen.G has full control here. They have the numbers advantage. They're pushing NRG around here. They're forcing them to play on Gen.G's pace.
Yeah, and honestly, this half is broken down for NRG in a few different ways that we'll talk about in a second, but the short push is coming out. They got a 3-on-5 scenario on map point. You know, the spike must be planted here. There's no going back off of this, and immediately Sean finds the first, Coos to the second. Now it's you in a 1v4, Doug.
I have the spike.
Okay. So he manages to get one. He's got the spike. He doesn't have any armor to work with. Has some utility, but this is a tough spot to be in. See if he takes the telly out and tries to flip the map. But again, there is a member of Gen.G on the opposite side as well, so it's not like that's safe either.
Defenders win.
All right, real quick, before we cut to break, you mentioned that you wanted to talk a bit more about that half and how things went sideways for NRG.